Lodgepole pines and American elm are the best trees to use for your productions. What if I told you that you could make over $125,000 just from one tree? Let me show you how. I'm over here at the old sawmill, and as you can see, I've got 9,716 liters of wood in here right now. Now, this is only 3 liters less than what I showed you in a previous video that you're going to be able to get for an American elm. And what I want to do is go ahead and get this thing kicked off and start making some items. But before I get going here on the old sawmill, I want to show you the other facilities that you could take wood straight to instead of having to use this old sawmill right here. So here is a spreadsheet that I put together, and as you can see, there are multiple different things that you can make. Now, the top one obviously is going to be your planks and your long planks. You've got your wood beam and your prefab wall. Those are all right here at this facility. Underneath that, you also have the staircase railing, the pepper grinder, and the bowls. Those are available over at the wood turner. And then your carton roll and paper roll, that is at the paper mill. And as you can see, you go all the way to the right hand side, you're going to be able to make some pretty decent money if you just sell these items as is when they're at their peak. The prices that you see here are the peak prices that I found when I did 12-month study here, looking at the top prices. And, you know, you can make anywhere from, what, about $50,000 all the way up to $85,000, almost $84,000. So pretty good amount of profit here. But what if I told you that you could take some of these items, mainly your planks and your planks long, and actually use them in other production facilities also to make even more money? Well, that's where the second half of the spreadsheet comes in. As you can see, you can take your planks and you can make chairs, tables, and floor tiles without needing anything else. And you can even make an armoire if you have metal as well. That's why the armoire is in yellow. I mean, you're going to make $226,000 at peak if you sell it at the right time. But everything else, you know, 124, 100, 115 with just using planks. On long planks, you can do the same thing. You got a lot more options: chairs, tables, shingles, floor tiles, birdhouses, dog houses, picture frames, easel, staircase railing, pepper grinder, and bowl. Those are all with only using planks long. If you want to add a little bit of metal into that, you can get an armoire, barrels, buckets, and bathtubs. And then the last one is a tree cat or a cat tree. That's going to be if you have wool. Now, all of these values that you see right here are only using one tree. You can see on the far left hand side underneath the volume, it's 9719. So that is an incredible amount of revenue that you are going to bring in. I mean, up to $280,000 almost on your buckets. We all know that the metal is absolutely free, and within 2 months of making your metal and selling it, you're going to be able to pay for that production. So I don't see why you can't just keep distributing it and make some buckets also and make a ton of money. But we're only looking at just one tree by itself right now. And I'm going to look at the chairs at the furniture factory using planks long, roughly $125,500. I want to go ahead and show you guys how we're going to be able to use this facility right here to be able to do that. And the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and come up here and just buy this furniture factory. It's going to cost me $110,000. All right, we are good. I'm going to turn this back on, and I'm going to turn off everything that I don't need except for planks long. Okay, that's going to be my chair recipe at planks long. And then also at the old sawmill, I'm going to turn on planks long, but over here, I want to make sure that I have this on distributing. Okay, so I'm going to hit it twice. Now you can see distributing is happening there. The old sawmill, we're on 9716. That's our volume. And then back over here at the chairs plank, or the chairs planks long, I'm just going to spawn these. I don't want to sell them straight up. Okay, so we're going to come in here and I'm going to turn on this recipe. Also, you're probably going to start seeing things happening over on the right hand side. So now all I need to do is go ahead and come back here in the back. I've got this awesome piece of equipment right here, the print off, and we're just going to push pallets out of the way. I've got traffic turned off, so we're not going to be creating a mess. As soon as they spawn, we get a full area here. I'm going to push them out of the way, and then we're just going to keep going. Now, I do have another mod turned on right now. It's called Better Timescale. So I'm going to be able to go up to like 1,000 times on the speed, because this should take me about 4 days to get all of these pallets. And per the spreadsheet, I should be able to get almost 22 pallets. I should have 21 full pallets and then most of another pallet, like over 900 liters on that pallet. So I'm going to have a lot of them over here. I'm not going to cut. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a time lapse so you guys can see that I'm not doing anything funny here. And yeah, so let me hop here in the piece of equipment so you guys can see exactly what's happening here. I'm going to have the smoke going right here so you guys can see that I'm not doing any cuts. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start speeding up time. Once again, we have our planks long recipe turned on and it's distributing. That's going to distribute it here to the furniture factory. And then I've got my chair recipe going and we're expected to make 21, almost 22 pallets. All right, here we go. All right, so that should be all of the pallets here. Let's go ahead and check, make sure we don't have anything else left. So if I come down here, I'm missing material. I don't have anything left at all. And then here, I've got 128 liters in this. So yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we don't have hardly anything left here at all. So let's go ahead and count these up. All right, now it might be a little bit tricky to get them all counted here. But let's do our best. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. And then 6 right here. We've got number 7 and number 8, 9, 10. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We were able to get 22 out of this. Awesome. So we got just a little bit over what we expected there. So that's pretty awesome. Apparently there was a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a glitch, because I mean, we were going to be like 21.9, right? And there's only just a little bit left over there. So maybe something in my spreadsheet didn't round quite right. But I mean, still 22 pallets from that one tree. You guys saw it. I didn't do any edit. There was no cut at all. I just sped up time there. And now we could sell every one of these. And the sell price on these is $5,719. I wonder how that stacks up right now with current price on chairs. Let's go check this out. So if we come down here all the way to chairs right here, you can see that we are at 55.33. So I mean, that's a pretty good price, right? It's not quite the 57 that I saw. You know, but you're going to be able to multiply 55.33 times 22, right? Because we have 22 full pallets. That's 121,726. And I made that using one elm tree. Now I just got to figure out if it's better to use the wood in productions or to sell it through the containers.